Welcome back to Grade 7 Geography, Unit Number 1, Physical Patterns in a Changing World. This is Lesson number 12, How Can We Protect Earth's Rivers and Oceans? In the final lesson for our first geography unit, let's look at actions people can take to protect the Earth's oceans and rivers. There are a number of ways that we can help reduce water pollution. In the past, people hoped that pollution would biodegrade. That means break down naturally over time. Now, the volume of pollution is too high. Many governments are finding ways to reduce pollution by doing the following, which you'll see on the next slide. But for now, really interesting to see how long it takes for certain items that are dumped into bodies of water to actually break down. A newspaper takes over a month to break down. Cotton towel takes 6 months. Here's a big concern, a cigarette butt. We see too many of those in our lakes and rivers and oceans. It takes anywhere between 1 and 5 years to break down. I'll let you read the rest of these on your own. Um, just one last one I'm about to put out, really scary. Glass bottle, 1 million years. Setting water quality guidelines. Scientists determine safe levels of harmful substances to allow in water, making stricter regulations for businesses, organizations, and households to follow. Encouraging the investment in and use of technology that will prevent and clean up pollution. Switching to renewable energy, solar or wind power that will lead to the end of oil drilling in the ocean floor. Limiting the use of fertilizers and pesticides. And finally, encouraging consumer awareness of the damaging effects of household products that cause water pollution. These are all things that people and governments are doing or trying to do in order to combat the polluting of our bodies of water. Government efforts to protect rivers and oceans will work only if citizens support the efforts and take actions on their own. Here are some things which you can do right now to help. Use the internet to learn about what rivers in your area are being diverted. Learn more about coral reefs and how they can be kept healthy. Reuse plastic bags and containers instead of just throwing them out. Refuse to buy products that have too much plastic packaging. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Volunteer with an environmental group. Support an organization that is working to clean up rivers and oceans. And finally, write letters to your local elected government official to tell them that you want your government to take action to clean up rivers and streams. Okay, this was a quick video, but let's end with two questions. Take time at home to think about, and then we'll follow up in tomorrow's class. Question number one. Do you think that it is possible for humans to clean our rivers and oceans in our lifetime? And two, what actions can we take to help clean our rivers and oceans for future generations? If you don't feel confident in writing down responses to these two questions, I do want you to go back and listen to this video at least a couple of more times, and then put the video on pause, reread those two questions that you see on this slide, and I want you to write down your responses because that will make for a really nice discussion in the first start, or sorry, in the first half of tomorrow's class. All right. And just as a heads up, I'm planning something a little bit different for homework number 12. It's not going to be an activity that's out of our textbooks, so I'm just going to leave it right there. And I'll say until we meet again, this concludes today's video.